Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings to the universe. All praises go to the Most High. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I am Queen Ashe. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I post a video. So, I rose up in Grand Rising, Grand Rising. I opened my eyes at 5:45. Y'all know 369, 369. Those are power hours. I usually wake up at 3 a.m. And I know I haven't been having as many 3 a.m. messages, universal messages as I usually have, but my 6 a.m. messages have been interesting lately. So when I got up, I turned the TV on and I started watching TV. I love to watch my YouTube. Yes, I love to watch YouTube videos. And so I went to that app, started watching and I bet y'all like, how do you have an app on your TV? Y'all know that there are smart TVs, okay? I was not on my phone. I was watching my TV. Anyways, to make a long story short, they said millions are having the same dream about this mall. They call it Mall World. I'm not sure if you ever heard about this, but they call it Mall World. And I was watching another YouTuber who had posted this, okay? I mean, I'm always watching Dre OG Reacts because he has interesting videos, okay? So, to get to the point of it all, Mall World. I was watching different people explain about these mall dreams they would be having, and it made me think about for the past maybe 5 years, I've been having these mall dreams, and I would tell my husband, why am I always dreaming about being at the mall? And I had different dreams at different malls. It's very interesting. So when you have a dream about the mall, you know, every dream has its own symbolization and you have to pay attention. But when you have dreams about the mall, it represents many choices and opportunities in your life. And it can also mean that you're feeling overwhelmed about these choices, about these opportunities. You could be feeling lost, you know what I'm saying, and need to be found. And if you're having dreams about panicking and being lost in the mall, that's specifically what that means. You have to pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to the things you do, your actions while you're in these mall dreams. Because like I said, every dream is a sign, is a symbol. So when you think about the mall, you also have to think about the marketplace. I always tell y'all that Earth is the marketplace. It's not meant for you to make this place permanent. This is the marketplace. Comprende? Do you get it? This is the marketplace. So when you think about the mall, think about the choices of things you're buying. Are you selling things in the mall? Because some dreams about the mall can represent greed. It can represent being materialistic. It can represent all kind of things. So I want to tell y'all about my mall dream, okay? So I can't even remember how long ago this was when I had this dream. But my first mall dream started being in Monroe Mall, okay? That's a small town that I grew up in down below Charlotte. If you know what Charlotte is, I'm not giving no, state names. You already know, okay? Also called Queen City. And right below it, I stayed in a small town named Monroe, but we call it Monkey Row, right? So the mall, when I was little, this mall had a Walmart in it. This is before Walmart had its own, store, its own place, its own location by itself. And it had a Walmart at the end. And I would have dreams about me being in this Walmart because when I went to this Walmart when I was little, I always used to like to grab snacks and stuff. And that's exactly what I would be doing. Sometimes I would go into the mall from Walmart, and some of my dreams would just be in this Walmart. And I kept telling my husband, why do I keep having dreams about the Walmart? And then I had a dream, I remember, and see, in that parking lot, there's restaurants, there's KFC, and some other restaurants, okay? And I believe they even build newer restaurants today, okay? So there was people, it seemed like it was early in the rising, like, you know how you can see the sun coming up, but it's like the sun has not came up yet. It has not rose. It hasn't risen, okay? And it looked like long lines of people just standing outside this mall. And it was like they were waiting on something, waiting for the mall to open, but it was long lines. And it made me think about when we used to have Black Friday, because in Monkey Row, yeah, that's what we call it, there was like Black Friday, there would be long lines going outside the mall, okay? Early in the rising. So I said, maybe that's what that is. So I kept having these dreams. I'm like, why I keep having dreams about this mall? Like, I didn't even want to see Monkey Row anymore. So, let alone about having dreams about it. I mean, it's not a bad place. It's just that when you grow up, you're from that town, you don't want to go back there. Okay? My experience wasn't good being there. So why would I want to go back there, let alone having dreams about that place? Okay? So you might love that place. I don't know. But for me, like I said, I had bad experiences. So let me continue. Then I would start to have dreams like I was at a mall and I was like, okay, I'm at the beach, because it was like roller coasters and things outside of it. And I'm like, okay, how we were dressed, I'm like, okay, me and my family, I'm like, we're at the beach in this dream. So the mall dream that stood out to me the most was this dream right here. And oh yeah, let me go back real quick. I like to say I was working in the mall at a shoe store, and you know, like I said, Monkey Roll. I was working in the mall, so I'm like, okay, maybe that's why I'm having these dreams. So fast forward to this dream right here. This dream stood out to me the most because in this dream, okay, I was in a mall. I was in this huge mall. I don't know how many floors this mall had, but I was going up and down escalators. And I was going into stores and I was buying things. And it was bright. My dreams in the mall are always bright. Okay, if you're having a dream in the mall and it's just dull and dark when you're inside that mall, then that's like something that you really, really need to read into, because you might need cleansing, okay? So in this mall, it was so huge, okay? I was in the food court, and I mean, this mall couldn't have been in America, okay? And I'm not being funny at all. And I don't ever try to say things to offend people. So, yes, there was a lot of Asian people in this mall. There was so many Asian people in this walk in this mall. They were sitting in the food court. They were in the stores, working in the stores, trying to sell things to us. It was just they were everywhere, and they were being so nice to us, to me and my family. And they were smiling and speaking as they went by. And we just felt comfortable in this mall. And the floors, you have to pay attention to the floors. The floors were like white marble. Everything was bright in this mall. This mall was huge. And after that, I believe the last dream I had about the mall, I was back in Monkey Row. But this time I wasn't inside the mall. I was outside the mall in daytime. And there were cars everywhere, like they were having an event. And my dreams are always interesting when I have these mall dreams. And it's important to pay attention to the people in these dreams. I know you have met people and you're like, it feels like I've seen you before, like I met you before. And a lot of times this can be because y'all were connected through your dreams. Okay, because there are many people having these mall dreams. It represents ascension. Okay? This means that you have crossed over if you're having these mall dreams. Remember that you are in the marketplace. Earth is the marketplace. We come here on our mission and we're set to do exactly what God has us to do. And if you don't want to complete this mission, is other consequences from the Most High. But to stay on track, pay attention to those mall dreams because it represents ascension. It represents, you're going somewhere. That's exactly what these dreams mean. And next time I have a mall dream, I'm going to be sure to let y'all know, okay? Because I'm not going to lie, it gets aggravating dreaming about being inside these malls. But I guess I became more at peace, more comfortable with my choices and opportunities, and my mall dreams became better. If that makes sense to you. It makes sense to me. I am Queen Ashe. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Also hit the notification bell. And y'all have a great day and night wherever you are. One love. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.